So good morning, Ian Quick with Millionaire by 50. Today is Monday, June 29th. Yay, another Monday, and boy does my hair look pretty. It's okay, the COVID lockdown is almost over for my haircut. Looking forward to that. Today we're talking about the seventh and final law of the universe, which is the law of gender. I'm going to be honest, at first I did not understand what the law of gender was. I was like, what is it? I mean, I read it, but I didn't kind of really read it yet. I just read the statement. Um, so this morning session is about clarifying this. First, I want to have a disclaimer for in this day and age of um, everybody being ultra aware of everything. Um, there are a lot of non-binary people out there, meaning people who do not identify as either male or female, or trans people and so forth, who at first might find this offensive because, oh, it's all male or female, black and white. There are nuances. Absolutely, there are, and this is not the debate here. This has to do with a larger concept and not about personal identity. And as I go through this, it will make sense. But the basic law says that all things have a masculine and a feminine side. Um, in the animal kingdom, in the vegetable kingdom, all of this is necessary for reproducing, therefore creating. Um, so while trans people and non-binary people absolutely exist and need to be acknowledged, um, from a biological perspective, reproduction happens when a male counterpart fertilizes the female counterpart. Um, that's the genetics, that's the mechanics of it. Of course, as identities, we can have fluidity in here, but from a um, reproductive process or creation process, it's literally insert tab A into slot B, for lack of a better euphemism. It's male and female put together. The same thing with plants, the pollen, the pistil, and the stigma, and all that stuff. It's just the way that works. And why this is important for a concept is that for the rules of the universe, the creative process alone requires both the seed and the soil to grow in. So if we translate this to us, the thought is the seed. That idea you get, that's the seed. But the thought alone, in and of itself, is inert. The thought needs to be planted. So the male part of the seed needs to be planted into the female part, which becomes um, um, your lower half of your thought, where your paradigms are, your subconscious, and manifest itself into the body. And it's only when the thought is firmly planted that the body can actually grow and proceed into the actions required to manifest the thought. So it requires both the thought and the action for anything to manifest itself. And that's where the law of gender comes in. Um, these rules were written in a period where um, gender issues as we know them today was not really a thing. Perhaps they could have used a better term for it, but we're not going to get into semantics. But the idea is just that is that you have both the seed, which is the potential, and then you've got the fertile ground, which is the receptacle for it, and only together will thoughts blossom into reality. This also implies a subcategory of this law. Um, that's a gestation or incubation period. Things don't happen instantly. Let's break it down to biology again. You're not going to have sex and then instantly, baby comes out. No, I mean the sperm has to fertilize the ovaries, the whole process, it needs to fertilize, and then the fetus needs to start to form, and it takes a 9-month gestation period for humans till the baby comes out. So these things take time. So any thought that you plant into your subconscious to change your paradigms and to then lead into action, well, they take time. If they didn't, I'd just say, hey, I want to be a millionaire by 50, and then boom, here's $1 million. It doesn't work that way. The idea needs to grow and mature and eventually manifest itself. Sometimes things happen very quickly. And I'm sure for people who are constantly living in this state of mind, um, they just permeated for so long that things just, even though it might have taken time, they just seem to come at them because it's been building up forever. And then again, some things just nature has a way. Other things do take more time, and that's okay. I think patience is also a virtue. And through that time, you can do more learning and adapt to the reality that will manifest itself. You need to get ready for it on many levels. But that is the law of gender. Does that make sense? You know what? Ultimately, I think this kind of reflects the non-binary people, anyways, because everybody has both the male and female elements within them. Thought being the male part, and the subconscious being the female part, receiving the thought. And together they create stuff. It's kind of cool. So therefore, everybody's technically non-binary from a thought perspective. But interesting concept. So to sum up, these were the 7 laws, the 7 natural laws of the universe. I'm just going to look in my book here and bring it out one more time to read them all off. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right page here. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. So you've got the law of perpetual transmutation, which is basically that energy will is constantly evolving and transforming into physical form. So therefore, your thoughts can transmute into action, into physical form. Law of relativity: nothing is good or bad, big or small, until you're related to something. So everything is in proportion to something else. Things can seem big or seem small, depending on a certain perspective. The law of vibration and attraction: everything in the universe has a frequency. It vibrates, and if you can match your frequency to that of which you want, they will attract each other. The law of polarity: everything has an opposite. So whatever situation you are in, it being bad, look for its opposite good counterpart and focus your energies there. The law of rhythm: everything follows through cycles and has ups and downs. If you are in a down, know that the up cycle is coming and focus on that. Law of cause and effect: everything you do has an effect. Every effect had a cause leading up to that effect. If you want results, don't focus on the results, focus on what will cause those results. And finally, the law of gender: you need not just an idea, the seed, but you need fertile ground for the seed to grow in. So you need to be the receptacle of that thought, and with time, let it grow into action. It's pretty interesting. If I'm missing something, somebody please comment. If I'm getting something wrong, please comment. But these are the basic laws of the universe, and I need to integrate these to the point where I don't have to look at a list anymore. I just know I understand them, but sometimes I need to refresh. Yeah, that kind of thing. Integrating this means I naturally, instinctively refer to this whenever something bad happens. I'm not going to dwell on the bad. I'm going to acknowledge the bad But law of polarity, look for the good in it. Um, I'm going to focus on what actions can cause the results I want, cause the effects I want, rather than just dwell on the effects. I'm going to adjust my vibration to attract what I want rather than be pessimistic or hopeless about things. Get what I'm saying? It's a process, hence the law of gender. It doesn't happen right away, but these 7 rules now are thoughts that are planted into my brain, the male part, and they will transform into new paradigms, a female part. I think that's it for today. I'm going to move on to my gratitudes now. We had heavy storms last night, but today is a beautiful morning, and I'm grateful um, that we're able to have such nice weather. Sorry, mosquitoes. Mm. Um, I'm grateful that over this weekend I had some work again. I had gigs, and even though we were socially distanced and outdoors, of course, I'm grateful we got lucky with the weather both times, and we're able to do them without being inconvenienced by the intermittent thunder showers we've been having all weekend. I'm grateful my daughter's back home. She gave me the biggest, happiest hug when she saw me yesterday. And it just melted my heart and made me so very happy. I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the opportunities this week will present. I'm looking forward to tackling them. It's going to be a good week. On that note, thank you very much, and we will see you tomorrow.